Hey there, English speakers, and welcome to another office hours lesson. Feel free to join in with this lesson during our office hours. For participating members, they sign up for classes and they are willing to come here and have a lesson for free. And so you can learn together with them. Today, we're talking to Wellington again, and we're going to review and prepare for the IELTS speaking exam. He's preparing for the IELTS, and today we're focusing on the speaking exam, particularly speaking part 2. We're going to look at the general outline for speaking part 2, IELTS speaking, some tips and advice, and then we're going to get into a practice. So, have you been working with the IELTS course?
Not really. The weekend was busy. I need to play myself to take a slot on this. But I'm going to do something between today and tomorrow or Wednesday, and then get this ready for the next class.
Okay. Because we could practice the the speaking exam. We could take speaking exam practices and work with that. Have you downloaded the workbook to go with this?
The
The workbook with it. Have you taken a look at the IELTS course?
yes, the pronunciation.
Yeah, and this workbook. Have you downloaded this?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So we can just start working with this and work with the part 2 of the long term to practice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shall
Okay.
we do that a little bit today?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at this. Do you know about the long turn at all? The long turn on the IELTS exam?
No.
Okay, this is task 2. This is so we've talked about before the IELTS exam. Part 1 is just a typical interview.
Yeah.
Part 2 is the long turn. You'll get a card with a topic,
All right.
like a main question, and then it'll say you should talk about boom, boom, and boom, and it'll give you 3 discussion topics, and then share your opinion. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to read each section of this, and I'll check your pronunciation too as we go.
All right.
So first, this sentence.
So these sections of the speaking test gives you the opportunity to speak for longer on a topic. You receive a piece of paper with talking topic and 2 to 4 talking points.
Okay, say that again. You
receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points.
Okay, now let's work with a little bit with intonation.
All right.
Okay, you'll receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points, because it's really a list of 2 things. This is list 1, and this is the second item on the list.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll receive
a piece of paper with a You receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points.
Talking topic and talking points. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So, but here's the structure that I was, you'll receive a 1, right? Or you'll receive an A with 1 and 2. That's essentially, you'll receive an A with 1 and 2. You'll receive a general thing with 2 details, right? You'll receive a meal with potatoes and a drink, right? you'll receive a meal with potatoes and a drink. It's essentially the same thing as this structure, but talking topic, that's a mouthful. Let's say
Yeah,
this
that's
again. You'll receive a piece of paper with a talking topic, and take your time with this. A talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points, and 3 to 4, and 3 to 4. Tell me that. And 3 to 4.
and 3 to 4, and 3 to 4,
Yeah, good. And 3 to 4.
and 3 to 4
Good.
talking points.
Good. A talking topic. Let's practice that. A talking topic.
Talking topics.
A
A
topic.
talking topic.
Oh, that's difficult. A talking topic.
A talking topic.
Good. You'll
A
receive
talking topic.
You'll receive a piece of paper.
You receive a piece of paper.
Good. Again.
You receive a piece of paper.
With a talking topic.
With a talking topic.
Again, with a talking topic.
With a talking topic.
And 3 to 4 talking points.
And 3 to 4 talking points.
Now, all together.
You receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points.
Okay. You'll receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points. One more time, and then we'll move on.
You receive a piece of paper with a talking topic and 3 to 4 talking points.
Okay. Now, how about this one? Number 2.
You'll be given 1 minute to prepare to talk about the topic and the task card. A pencil and paper will be provided for you to make notes.
Okay. You'll be given 1 minute to prepare. So they'll give you a paper and a pencil, and you'll have 1 minute to write notes on the talking topic.
All right.
Okay. Now about the speaking. That's for the preparation, right? This is the preparation. Now for the speaking. Go ahead.
You have to talk for 1 to 2 minutes, and then the examiner will ask you 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. Part 2 takes 3 to 4 minutes in total.
Not much time, but it feels like an eternity when you're in it, probably.
Probably, yes.
Okay, so how long will you speak for?
So we will speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and then, right?
Yep, you'll speak for 1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes.
Yes.
And then
the examiner will.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, in total is so take the card with 3 topics, and then 1 minute to take a notes, and then speaking for 1 to 2 minutes, and then the examiner will take 1 or 2 questions on those topics.
Exactly. And so it's 3 to 4 minutes in total, because the 1 minute to prepare plus the 2 minutes to speak, and then, any other additional time to answer because of the questions or things like that. By the way, I should mention also that right now it's with my old website idea, Language Galaxy. I have to change that to Sweet Academy. But anyway, general tips before we get started in the examples. Why don't you read the general tips that I wrote?
General tips. The topic determines the tense you use.
Determines.
The top determines the tense you use.
What does that mean, do you imagine?
So the topic you say which tense, past tense or future according to the topic. This is something that is already happened, or it's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, exactly. So let me take an example here. Here's an example of a question. Describe a piece of advice you received recently. What verb tense is it?
So this is probably past tense.
Past tense, past simple, right?
Yeah, past simple.
Received. So basically what I mean is your answer, if you don't know what tense to use or just so you don't get confused, or I mean, confuse yourself,
Hmm.
use the same tense that's in the question. So here, a piece of advice I recently received. I hear a lot when I review speaking exams with students. They'll say, um, "I I will receive advice about blah blah." No, don't change this. It's received here because that's what they want to test your knowledge on. Okay. When this happened, past tense. Just you should say when this happened. Happened is past simple. Who gave? Past simple. What this advice was? Past simple. So um, keep your answer around that kind of idea, right?
Yeah.
Let's here's another here's another example, right? Describe a time of day you like. What kind of tense are you going to be uh, using for most of your speech?
Uh, I usually like the. I think could be used the present. Like I like. I
Exactly.
usually like the lunchtime or the noon time.
Exactly. What time of day is it? Right? What do you do? Present simple are usually, and why you like it. So this question would be an example of using the present simple effectively. So
Yeah.
whatever the question is,
Take one
use that verb tense.
tense. Yeah.
That'll make it easier. Yeah. Okay. And this,
All the questions on the card should be answered.
hmm, this,
Don't stop talking. Let the examiner stop you.
yes. If the examiner says thank you and you haven't finished talking yet, then that's good, right? Don't worry about that. That's actually a good thing. And if you make a mistake,
If you make a mistake, just continue. Don't get stuck trying to fix your mistake. It happened, move on.
hmm. So these speaking exams, um, it's to test how you manage your the language, right? If you make a mistake, like if you make a mistake, we don't know if it's good or bad for you. It can be
Hmm.
good, right? If you make a mistake and say, "Oh," uh, and you kind of get stuck, that's bad. But if you say, I don't really know the word for this, but it's used to help you charge your phone battery. You know, you don't know the vocabulary word, that's bad, but you described it, that's good,
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah.
right?
The worst situation, get stuck and lose your thoughts or get nervous and so. But I
Yeah,
don't think
kind of go
that, yeah,
blank.
yeah, I don't think that this is gonna be one issue. Maybe yes, but
I don't
I
think
don't
that
think.
would
Yeah,
be I don't think that would be an issue for you either. I think this one might be an issue because the next one just because it's so difficult to think of an example under pressure. So check this out. General tip for coming up with examples. Go
yeah.
ahead.
If you don't have a true story, invent, modify one. A good story could help you to stand out among the crowd for of examinees in your exam day.
Okay. So try to be you know, to be a good storyteller. That's the best advice that I've heard from experts to tell to my students is to work on being a good storyteller.
All right.
Um, how about with the rest of our time right now? We have a few minutes. How about I give you an example? We look at an example and let's do it like real time. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll show you the question. I'll give you 1 minute. Do you have a paper?
No, I don't. But I can make notes here in this.
Right on the notes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll show you the example and you write notes as you see fit. Let's work with this first one. Describe a piece of art you like. I'll give you 1 minute. I'm going to time it on my phone and I'll tell you when you may begin. Ready? Start taking notes.
All right.
Okay, you may begin.
All right. Uh, so can I start
Yeah. Okay, time
all
out.
right.
Wait. Um yeah, when like it's going to just be continuous, right? So when they say
Mm-hmm.
begin, you may begin like start right away. And you'll see this in the course that you signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
Some good fluency builders, I call them, to start are like, well, basically, actually, well, let's get started. Something like that to transition while you're gathering your thoughts,
All right.
you know? Okay. So go ahead.
All right. So the best type of art that I like is abstract types of pictures that give you the opportunity to think and feel different kind of different kind of situations that the author supposed to or are were trying to put in that picture in that art. I'm also fascinated by pictures like person or face pictures and also landscape using different techniques that try to put to create as much as real image as possible, or the 3D pictures of a human body, or the free or hill landscape. That's basically my favorite type of art. So basically, it's pictures. I'd like to see it, to go to the museum as much more than I go actually to see more type of art and be learn more about this history and the periods in time in the past that they are related to, and so on. Uh, that's
Do you-
enough.
Okay, that's around a minute and a half right there.
A minute
So
and a half. All right.
and that's fine. That's good. That's good because then that'll give the speaker time to a chance to ask you a question. So I'm going to do that. Do you have a favorite artist and why?
Uh, what came to my mind is the Leonardo da Vinci because of the Mona Lisa.
Okay. And why do you like that particularly?
I like because I have the opportunity to see that art, that picture in Paris when I went there, and it's incredible the effect that you go whatever the side that you go look into the paint, you see the Mona Lisa looking at you. So that's a really really nice effect.
Thank you. Okay. And well done. How do you so now that's it for that part. Now I'm Jesse again.
Yeah.
Um So how do you feel, first of all?
I think we need to practice more to give this, to link the ideas. You might be know how to answer that, but probably I might be confused when how do you say transitioning or you know
Connecting?
connecting the idea. So you give one opinion, and then you connect to another opinion. So this is the between could be tricky, and
Yeah,
then you can get lost. Not
exactly.
connecting very well. This is can impact your grade or your result.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to practice this a lot. I wanted you to do this with really no training, just so we have a starting point.
Yeah, yeah,
You're like,
sure.
so, but not too bad for your first time of never even knowing what the IELTS exam was, right? Um,
Yeah.
so the first thing, I don't want to go too much into detail about specific errors. I'm just talking in general.
Hmm.
Um, how well do you think you answered this main question?
Which one?
The main question. Describe a piece of art you
Describe a
like.
piece of art you like. All right. So the examiner are asking about the specific
Yeah. Kind of like at
piece
the end
or
you talked about Mona Lisa. I
Mona
would
Lisa.
focus
Yeah,
on that from the beginning.
yeah,
Okay. Take a look at your notes first. Where are your notes? Did you take your notes here on this, or did
yeah.
you
I
write
took.
your notes
Yeah.
somewhere else? Ah, okay.
No, no. On
These,
top. Yeah,
right? Abstract is good for thinking, pictures of faces and landscape. Okay. Okay. Um okay, you talked about all of this.
yeah,
In the very beginning, and like we just talked about, the Mona Lisa, for example. That's what I would write there. Um
yeah.
okay.
We need to make. I need to make sure to understand it or read the act. Actually, it won't be read it, but I need to understand
Yeah, and read it.
exactly
Make
what.
exactly right exactly what they are. Um so yeah, I do like that you wrote you didn't write full sentences. I like that. You just wrote boom. I'm assuming this answered the first question. What the work of art is? No, it doesn't. So I would say describe a piece of art you like. Here, the Mona Lisa. Write that. Right when you first saw it. Describe. That's easy to write. When I went to Paris and with my family or whatever
Yeah,
in 2011 or whatever. What you know about it? Pretty much everything you said after my question is a better answer than during your speech, you know? Um,
sure.
so be sure you understand the question and answer the question specifically. Um,
Yeah.
and there you go. Not bad for like a first go. This, like I said before, this part 2 gives students nightmares. you know. Do you know what I mean by
Sure. Yeah.
nightmare? Do you know what a
Yeah. Yeah.
nightmare
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
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 So, but not bad. We'll do more practice. We'll do more training and do more exercises to get your speaking part 2 natural.
All right.
Okay. Any final questions or thoughts?
No. Yeah, I got the idea. I think I'm going to see some examples on YouTube that you give me more opportunity to start and finish maybe thoughts, and then in the between, it's what I need to fill in this phrase or whatever I wanted to say.
Exactly. And I love that you mentioned that the in between, the connectors, that's the difference between more fluent and less fluent sounding. And I mentioned this in the course. Some people have perfect grammar, but they don't connect their ideas, so something's missing.
Yeah.
And then some people, they make mistakes in grammar, but they sound more fluent because of those connectors. I think that's a very good idea. And the videos in the course talk specifically about that. You'll love it. So that was it. That was our lesson. I hope that you followed along. I hope that you got a lot of valuable information for your preparation for your speaking. If you'd like one of these lessons, then go to sweetacademy.com, click on I Am a Learner, and it'll take you to participating membership. I do have the IELTS course that you looked at, but as a member, you get all of the courses, all of the material at Sweet Academy included in the package. So do look for that. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Keep teaching and keep learning. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.